Okay, this is a reaction video. This is for the Fallout official trailer. It comes out next month. It looks like all eight episodes are going to come out at once, so we'll be able to basically binge it in one day, or maybe over a weekend, depends on how you do it. It's again, this has been a while since I've done one of these reaction videos, so bear with me a moment. Again, this is a Fallout official trailer. Ella Purnell, Walton Goggins, Aaron Motzon, Moises Arias, also Kyle MacLachlan's in the show. Now, I'm a fan of Fallout. I realize there are people who are bigger fans than I have done reaction videos to this trailer. Now, these are real minor disputes. I always thought that you couldn't do a TV show or a movie based on Fallout because of the choices that you can make. You can choose the sex of the person that you want to play as. And I always internalized it and played as a male. This time it looks like it's been decided for me that it's going to be played as a female. And you can play it any way you want. You can be the most evil person on the planet. You can be the nicest person on the planet. And in this one, it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. But let's take a look at the trailer and let's break it down, okay? And I'll give my opinions as we watch the trailer.
Hello.
Now, this might be the beginning of the show with Walton Goggins, playing a guy who's introducing a vault. I don't know. I mean, I would hope they would use what's his name, the guy who did the from Fallout 1 through 3, in New Vegas. I forget his name. He was in Fallout 4 as a newscaster as well. We'll see.
Well, there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
Vault 4. Now, we don't know much about Vault 4, if this is a test vault or is this just, again, we don't know much about this, but this is obviously pre-war because he's going to come back as a ghoul.
A veritable Camelot of the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but...
And I'll tell you, there's Kyle MacLachlan. I don't know if this is one of the test vaults. You have corn in the background. You have people walk around in vault suits. This is Vault 33. It looks real good. I mean, it really does look really good. And it looks like a vault from Fallout 4.
The working man. You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
And there's the Santa Monica Pier, which is interesting. The only other thing I have is, they say the vaults go from the lower numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the West Coast to the higher numbers on the East Coast. Why would Vault 33 be on the West Coast? Vault 33 would seem to be more towards the Colorado area, the Denver area, I would think, in that part, or Utah. But there's Shady Sands Public Library. Something's happened here at Shady Sands. That was the first settlement started in Fallout. In first Fallout, that the first settlement, the first vault dweller encountered. And there's Ella Purnell's character leaving the vault.
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone.
Now she's basically playing you as the character. She is going out into the nuclear wasteland and experiencing it for the first time, and you're looking at it through her eyes.
To come up to the surface one day and
there's stim pack.
Restart civilization.
And there's a Vault-Tec bobblehead.
Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead. What you're doing is insane.
Now, the cars there do not look like Corvega cars, agreed. But, you know, it is what it is, okay? I really can't explain why they have cars that look like that.
It
isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
Hollywood Boulevard. Again, I don't know why Vault 33 is in California. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay.
Just want to stop.
There's Walton Goggins as the ghoul.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here.
You know, from a lore standpoint, everything looks pretty good. They've got a Mr. Handy there. It really does look good. You've got the posters on the wall. You have Radix. You everything looks good.
Who's tried to kill me?
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
You
need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
And there's the Brotherhood of Steel.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
Now, I'm guessing that's dog meat. That's Randy. I think that's a Randy's Donuts there in the background. Though I've been to Randy's Donuts out in Los Angeles before, and it looks a little bit different from that. But maybe it's not Randy's Donuts. Maybe it's one of those diners that they have in Fallout. But there's dog meat and the ghoul.
People are going to come after you.
Ain't much stays clean up here, Volty.
Yeah, now, being a ghoul, he's been around for 200 years. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. Now, that dart, that has no effect on him, obviously.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
And that's the Griffiths Park Observatory. And it looks like there's a battle here coming in between the Brotherhood of Steel and the NCR.
Look out at this wasteland.
Yeah, that's the NCR, and that is a very lore-friendly laser pistol that she's holding.
Looks like chaos, but there's always somebody.
And there's him watching. It looks like he was an actor before the war. It looks like he's playing a cowboy.
Behind the wheel.
And that looks like the day of the blast. I'm assuming that's his daughter. I'm not sure if that's his daughter. I don't know if that's a co-star. I don't know if he's on a movie set. But obviously, we're going to get a look at what happens during the war. You know, when the bombs fell, and what happened to him and turned him into a ghoul. That looked like a Yaogwai to me. And I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to be. That, you know, you would think that, you know, with Mirelurks, they showed a Radroach in the teaser trailer. You know, they just showed a Yaogwai. Hopefully it's a Yaogwai. Is it a, you know, they have Mirelurks, they have mole rats. You know, it's certainly not a Deathclaw. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see what they have here. There's dog meat there with Ella Purnell's character inside the vault.
What is happening here?
Everyone wants to save the world. They disagrey on how.
Everyone wants to save the world. They just disagree on how. Again, there's so much you don't know what's going on. They said this is like Fallout 5. I don't believe it is Fallout 5. I believe Todd Howard told them not to do certain things in the story because they're going to be using them in Fallout 5. But it is rather interesting, like looking at this scene right here. That's looks like the vault door, and this guy is covered in blood and trying to give himself, looks like he's giving himself a stim pack, I'm guessing.
There you are, you little killer.
Yeah, now it looks like that's probably she just killed somebody for the first time. I don't know. She's basically being claimed by the Wasteland in all intents and purposes. Okay, that's the Fallout trailer, and again, there's so much. Other people have done this. Okay, I'm not the first person. I'm not going to be the last person to break it down. On April 11th, we're all going to see what's going on as far as Fallout's concerned. The Fallout, the TV show, it is absolutely fantastic that they're doing. From a lore standpoint, it looks like they got a lot right. The look of the show looks correct. It'll be interesting to see what the story is. It's interesting that they've gone to the West Coast because Bethesda has basically maintained it on the East Coast. Even Fallout New Vegas was done by Obsidian, which was, even though it was sponsored by Bethesda, it was really done by Obsidian. Interesting to see how this is all going to pan out. But that's my breakdown of the trailer. It looks good. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to see the show. Hopefully it'll live up to expectations. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe for me, and have a good rest of your day.